Dear journalist, Balochistan has become a black hole where enforced disappearances, extrajudicial killings, fake encounters and human rights violations are part of the daily routine. But neither national nor international media have ever given coverage to this grave situation of human rights violation happening there in extreme form. The Baloch nation has been facing these major violations for decades. For the state forces, Balochistan is an empty place where they can perform and practice their illegal, unlawful and dehumanizing methods. Pakistan's law enforcement agencies are fully free to commit any kinds of illegal actions in Balochistan. The people of Balochistan urge every media outlet, journalists and human rights organizations to play their role in countering and resisting these human rights violations and the inhuman situation in Balochistan. Respected journalists, as we have cleared above, enforced disappearances and fake encounters are being committed by Pakistan security forces on the Baloch nation in the entirety of Pakistan's persisting that unlawful crime on October 29, 2023 at 1 a.m. respectively. Baloch, son of Mr. Maula Baksh, was abducted in front of his family members from his home in Afsar, Turbat area of District Cage, Balochistan. On November 20, 2023, a first investigation report was lodged against Mr. Baloch Maula Baksh, and after 1 day, Mr. Baloch was presented by Pakistan's Counter-Terrorism Department at the Session Court in Turbat, and the Session Court of Turbat ordered a 10-day physical remand for Mr. Baloch. After 2 days, the CTD killed Mr. Baloch in their custody along with 3 other enforcedly disappeared Baloch individuals. In a staged encounter, in fact, a demonstration started in the area of Turbat to demand justice for the killing of Mr. Baloch and other Baloch individuals who had been killed in fake encounter. Other than that, a FIR was lodged against the CTD Balochistan in a result of the protest and mass uprisings in Turbat. This sit-in at Shaheed Fida Chowk, Turbat soon shifted to a movement against the Baloch genocide and the extrajudicial abductions of Baloch, specifically Baloch youth. For 2 weeks, this movement continued in the form of a sit-in, where different subjugated and oppressed families came to register their cases. This movement appeared as a ray of hope for Baloch and Balochistan, who had been silenced through brutal force for the last 7 decades, where peaceful demonstration had become a sin. On December 6, 2023, this movement took the form of a long march by the Baloch Yakjehti Committee against the enforced disappearances and fake encounter in Balochistan from Turbat to Islamabad. Apart from this long peaceful march faced many hurdles and endurances. On its way to Quetta, the capital of Balochistan, passing through Ilrom to Osha, Pajur, Besima, Gresha, Nal, Hozdar, Sura, Mungashar and Mastong. Persisting in their peaceful march, the March Against Baloch Genocide announced that the long march would now move towards Islamabad, the capital of Pakistan, after 4 days of a protest sitting in at Saryab, Quetta. Moving forward, the supporters of the peaceful march were subjugated to violence at Dera Ghazi Khan, Gadai Chowk. Punjab police subjected to violence at Dera Ghazi Khan, but charged peaceful demonstration takers and arrested many of the females preparing for the welcome of the march. 4 Baloch activists were abducted by the DG Khan police in the name of the so-called agreement. Furthermore, the march passed through 3 hurdles at Dera Ghazi Khan and demanded the release of the arrested and mostly disappeared Baloch activists. Following the large scale of demonstrations of the peaceful march, their supporters were released. The transporters in Dera Ghazi Khan were threatened not to move the participants in the march, or else they would face harsh consequences. In light of these hurdles, the march announced that they would continue their march against the Baloch genocide by foot if the issue was not resolved. But after dealing with the administration, the transport issues became resolved. Dear journalists, moving from DG Khan, the march commenced a historical rally in Talsa against the Baloch genocide, mobilizing the masses to form a collective front against the atrocities of the state. But the state feared this peaceful march, and when all other tactics became unsuccessful, this march was stopped initially at the entrance of Islamabad at the Tool Plaza, and then at Chungi 26. In order to sabotage the march, the police police used abusive language and arrested the peaceful protesters to provoke them to use violence. When all other tactics went in vain, nearly at midnight, initially the police used water cannons, charged weapons and tearing gases in the extreme winter, and then dispersed the protesters at the Press Club in Islamabad through tear-gassed buttons and excessive use of brute force. After disappearing the sit-in at MTC Islamabad, the police surrounded the participants of the march at Chungi 26 and arrested them with brute force and violence by using dehumanizing methods and accept the unlawful and constitutional ways, and sabotage the peaceful protest sitting in camp, and forcibly wanted to deport the families of long marchers. In the march, the Baloch students to continue their protest until all the participant students and activists are released and the demands of the march against Baloch genocide are met. Dear journalists, our march against the Baloch genocide as following charter of demands. A fact-finding mission added by the United Nations Working Group should be sent to Balochistan for a detailed investigation regarding human rights violation in Balochistan. CTD Balochistan shall accept that it has killed Baloch Yakjehti in a staged fake encounter. All forcibly disappeared Baloch people, especially those whose families are present in this sit-in, should be immediately released. CTD and death squad supported by state agencies must be eliminated while an announcement later be issued. Confess to kill and forcibly disappeared persons in fake encounters. For this, a letter of an acknowledgement should be issued by the Ministry of Interior and a press conference should be held, which should include the names of all victims, and with that, all fake encounters against peaceful protesters should be stopped. These demands persist with the movement, but though this press conference, we are issuing a 3-day ultimatum to state for the withdrawal of FIRs registered against peaceful protesters and releasing the 100+ Baloch students whose status is still missing and were arrested by police in Islamabad during the crackdown against peaceful students in Islamabad. If the state does not produce the missing students from Islamabad and does not withdraw FIRs against peaceful protesters, then the long march will be compelled to take harsh steps, and the state and its administration shall be responsible for this. The 3-day ultimatum is for the following 2 demands. All the arrested Baloch students and activists by the Islamabad police shall be released immediately and FIRs shall be quashed. All the FIR registered in different cities against the activists of the march against the Baloch genocide shall be quashed immediately. Through the medium of this conference, we want to tell the authorities that your force, violence and tactics of oppression and subjugation will not end this movement, and this movement shall continue from now on in the form of a sit-in at the National Press Club Islamabad. Till our demands are met, we are persistent and will resist politically till last breath. Thank you.